Hello my friends, I'm John and this is Cowboy DIY. Today we're going to be talking about drill bits, sizes and charts. Stay tuned guys. Welcome back my friends. Today we're going to ask MAAN about what he thinks about drill bit sizes. So MAAN, tell us a little bit about drill bit sizes.
Drill bits are the cutting tools of drilling machines. They can be made in any size to order, but standards organizations have defined sets of sizes that are produced routinely by drill bit manufacturers and stocked by distributors. In the US, fractional inch and gauge drill bit sizes are in common use. In nearly all other countries, metric drill bit sizes are most common, and all others are anachronisms or are reserved for dealing with designs from the US. The British standards on replacing gauge-sized drill bits with metric sizes in the UK was first published in 1959.
Think about this, MAAN.
You're welcome, John.
Tell us a little bit about the matrix bit sizes, since we use them in the UK.
Metric drill bit sizes define the diameter of the bit in terms of standard metric lengths. Standards organizations define sets of sizes that are conventionally manufactured and stocked. For example, British Standard BS 328 defines sizes from 0.2 mm to 25.0 mm. From 0.2 through 0.98 mm, sizes are defined as follows, where n is an integer from 2 through 9.
Whoa. What you say is very good. But can you speak up a little bit faster because I don't have all day here?
Sure thing, CBD. Catch my smoke. In smaller sizes, bits are available in smaller diameter increments. This reflects both the smaller drilled hole diameter tolerance possible on smaller holes, and also the wishes of designers to have drill bit sizes available within at most 10% of an arbitrary size hole. The price and availability of particular size bits does not change uniformly across the size range. Bits at size increments of 1 mm are most commonly available, and lowest price. Sets of bits in 1 mm increments might be found on a market stall. In 0.5 mm increments, any hardware store. In 0.1 mm increments, any engineer's store. Sets are not commonly available in smaller size increments, except for drill bits below 1 mm diameter. Drill bits of the less routinely used sizes, such as 2.55 mm, would have to be ordered from a specialist drill bit supplier. This subsetting of standard sizes is in contrast to general practice with number gauge drill bits, where it is rare to find a set on the market which does not contain every gauge. Metric dimensioning is routinely used for drill bits of all types, although the details of BS 328 apply only to twist drill bits. For example, a set of Forstner bits may contain 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 mm diameter cutters.
Cool. So what are the fractional drill bit sizes then?
ANSI B94.11M 1979 sets size standards for job length straight shank twist drill bits from 1 spoke 64 inch through 1 inch in 1 spoke 64 inch increments. For Morse taper shank drill bits, the standard continues in 1 spoke 64 inch increments up to 1 3/4 inch. Then 1 spoke 32 inch increments up to 2 1/4 inch, 1 spoke 16 inch increments up to 3 inches, 1 spoke 8 inch increments up to 3 1/4 inches, and a single 1 stroke 4 inch increment to 3 1/2 inches. One aspect of this method of sizing is that the size increment between drill bits becomes larger as bit sizes get smaller sizes. 100% for the step from 1 spoke 64th to 1 spoke 32 ND, but a much smaller percentage between 1 47 spoke 64th and 1 3 stroke 4. Drill bit sizes are written down on paper and etched onto bits as irreducible fractions. So, instead of 78 spoke 64 inch, or 1 14 spoke 64 inch, the size is noted as 1 7 spoke 32 inch.
Thank you.
You're welcome, John.
Alright, I have another question for you. What are the US numbers and letters gauge bit sizes?
Number gauge is routinely used from size 80, the smallest, to size 1, the largest, followed by letter gauge size A, the smallest, to size Z, the largest. Number gauge is actually defined at least down to size 97, but these smaller sizes are rarely encountered. Number and letter gauge drill bits are almost always twist drill bits because the gauge covers a size range across which the twist drill bit is the most commonly used.
So can you show us a conversion of the drill bit table, MAAN?
Sure thing, CBD. The gauge to diameter conversion does not follow a set formula, but rather was defined as a useful and practical measure. The graph shows how gauge diameters change with gauge. Each step along the horizontal axis is one gauge size. The step size between adjacent gauges is smaller for smaller gauges. This is appropriate because the tolerance of the diameter of drilled holes is closer for smaller drill bits. The increment from one gauge to the next for a number 92 drill bit at 0.2 mm diameter is just 5%, compared to 10% for standard metric sizes. Number and letter gauge drill bits are still in common use in the US in the past. They were popular elsewhere, but now have been largely discarded in favor of metric sizes. The US number and letter size drills the sized as needed to provide proper clearance holes for screws and bolts according to ASME 1828. There are 3 fit classes for clearance holes: close, normal, and loose. Some of the clearances required are not in increments of 1/64 or 1/32. This necessitates ranges of drill sizes in between the fractional sizes, especially in the smaller diameter numbered screw sizes.
Thanks about that. And one last thing. Can you show us a table and tell us about center drill bit sizes?
Center drills are available with 2 different included angles. 60 degrees is the standard for drilling center holes, for example for subsequent center support in the lathe. But 90 degrees is also common and used when locating holes prior to drilling with twist drills.
Thanks to MAAN. Today guys, we have learned a few things about drill bits and their sizes in charts. Thank you for watching guys, I'm John. For more DIY projects, please check the channel Cowboy DIY, subscribe, like this video, and as always, see you Wednesday. Ciao!